And nigga, you don't let me shit get in front of these motherfuckers and you a LOS gang member. And just yesterday, you talking about Crip and shit. Nigga, don't get scary now, nigga. Better knock these motherfuckers out. Give a fuck about this big ass, ugly ass bitch. On my mama, I don't. Give a fuck. Motherfuckers want to come at me like that and I live here, nigga. Got me fucked up. And my kids got all that shit on recording, period. Girl, we come back from McDonald's right now and motherfuckers talking about we got a wallet. We stole a wallet because they looking at they thing on they fucking card talking about somebody just went to a fucking McDonald's. We don't steal. We walk up with our food. Motherfuckers are like, you stole our water, but we didn't steal nothing. Shit, better ask these goddamn motherfucking neighbors who got your wallet because it ain't us. You could go to whoever. I already said y'all could call the motherfucking police. Shit, we don't motherfucking steal over here. We got jobs. Go there's one to echo. Nah, we don't. I mean, crazy. Then the other neighbors gonna jump in. Like, come on now. The fuck up out of here. The neighbors gonna jump up in here. Better, you gotta be easy when you do that. You don't know what could pop off. I ain't never jumping in nobody else's shit unless I'm ready to die, and that's on my mama. Shit. You shouldn't have came in front of me in my house. Period. Period. You don't ever do that to somebody when you trying to still live here. Shit. Motherfuckers come home with their dinner. I'm hot as fuck right now. Motherfuckers don't steal in this bitch. That's what we don't do. And I want a motherfucking formal apology when y'all find out it wasn't us. And that's on my mama. Motherfuckers better be at my door with all their motherfucking sorries too. Because we don't get down like that. Shit. Because we didn't steal shit. We didn't steal shit. We didn't steal shit. We didn't do nothing. And you could have, and we cool. So when we pulled up, you could have been like, hey, okay, you could have pulled me to the side. As a grown woman, you came hella aggressive. Because we don't got no problems with you at all, whatsoever. You could have came at us like, hey, I'm not accusing you, but look. No, you didn't.
What I say?
Babe, come on now.
I said, did y'all find the wallet? Y'all said, no, I did not. I said, look, y'all went to McDonald's. I said, can I just check out receipts? Because y'all said, how much? Bitch, I said, we
didn't steal nothing. Come on. Why would we want problems with somebody we got to live right next door to? That don't make sense.
I apologize to you if not. But other than that, it is what it is.
We don't steal. We don't get down like that.
Right. And I'm going to be real as fuck. If you would, okay, look, check this out. The shoes on the other foot. If you seen us pull up with McDonald's and that shit alerted your phone, like, oh, McDonald's,
I would have asked
you dropped your wallet, and I did.
I wouldn't have came aggressive at all.
Aggressive. That's me.
I would have been like, I'm not accusing you, but
I didn't say that.
My money, like, I'm just saying. And we said no.
Because it looked like y'all can't, because the wallet,
we spent cash. McDonald's didn't even give us our receipt.
Okay, but I'm just saying. It don't look right.
We're not people like that. We wouldn't do that. We're not like that. We don't get down like that. You greeted us when we moved here. You were the only people that greeted us and welcomed us to right here and made us feel comfortable. Y'all was cool as hell.
I knew neighbors.
Period. Hell yeah.
But like I said,
we don't do that.
Like I said, if it come back apologize.
I'm never gonna start problem with people I live next door with.
My kids' parties and all the stuff.
Yeah, we cool. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm like,
it just don't look right.
I understand it don't look right. I really do.
And if it's a misunderstanding, when it comes to, I will apologize. That's the person I am.
Okay. And
that's just me.
And I promise you,
I'm gonna be real as
I promise you right now, it's not. Because we good people and we don't operate like that whatsoever.
I will apologize. I will knock on your door.
We don't do that.
Like I asked you when you walked up and asked you, I will apologize. And I don't do that. I don't do that still. And you see, I didn't have your key. How long you lost that?
And you brought it back. That's what I'm saying. Like, why did she just be like, whoop, whoop? Like, I understand you. I get it. It's a wallet. I get it.
Y'all, this is me. I don't say nothing.
You was
Sometimes y'all don't see me say hi.
But it's all cool though. You know what I mean? It's nothing. But that right there, it just was like, we all gotta live here. My kids, your kids, and we all seen this shit. It ain't never been nothing here. And we don't do shit like that. I swear to God, if I would have seen that wallet, I would have knocked on the door and been like, hey, is this y'all wallet? Because Karma's a bitch, and I don't fuck around with Karma. And that was my brother outside. I'm gonna keep that real. That wasn't me. I wasn't outside.
My neighbors, like I tell them, okay, people might say something, oh, who is y'all, what y'all doing over there? Y'all don't say shit to my neighbors. Nigga, if anything, let me know. I talk to mine.
Right.
Period. I live here. This is where I pay my shit here.
Right.
You feel me? So I came up to you. They didn't come up. I came up to you.
But I'm just saying, you was already aggressive. You was already upset.
I was already.
It wasn't just like, hey.
I up with some McDonald's.
I get that. I get that. I'm showing you the EBT receipt. Like we spent an EBT card at that mark at the gas station.
That's at a market. I'm talking about McDonald's. I'm talking about. It was at a mark though, a quick mark.
Yeah, at the store. I showed you the EBT receipt.
But I'm looking at it like this. That shit just don't look right. I'm being real.
Yeah, I understand, but
like I said,
if we gotta live next to each other, it just could have been cool. Because it just escalated and it could have really got ugly.
And not just that, my brother just have to come over here till he get his shit. So all that information and that shit, he need all that shit.
And I get that. I don't do that kind of shit. I don't do that. I don't operate like that.
Like I said, if it come back, I'll apologize.
All right.
Other than that, nigga,
because it's not gonna come back us.
But like I said, I'll apologize.
Boo, nigga, the fuck? Then the other neighbor wanna stare like, nigga, this the Ville, nigga, you banging on me, nigga? This is two bitches, nigga. This ain't got nothing to do with you. You a grown-ass man jumping in some shit with females. My girl's a female. This ain't got nothing to do with you, nigga. Come on now, talking about she dropped her wallet and we stole it. We don't steal. I hate that y'all even gotta see me like this, but me and Misha walking up with our food and we get attacked right in our front door. Checking us like, you got a receipt, where's your receipt? What? You ain't the FBI? The fuck? Like, come on now. I'm not gonna get punked in from my own door. I'm a good person. And I love hard. I ain't never bothered these people. I don't bother nobody in this apartment. But we arguing and the dude gonna jump in. Come on now. Don't start no problems. Please, like, you don't come at your neighbor like that. You know what I mean? You like, hey, you know, my whoever it was dropped their wallet, you know, did y'all come on now? We don't operate like that. Come on now, I'm never gonna let nobody punk me. Don't nobody punk fear. That's why I got in this big old dude, he like 6'1", I got in his face. I'm not scared of you, sir. You don't, I'm a big girl. You don't scare me, sir. But you getting involved in this, and you a man, you ain't got nothing to do with this. And my kids is right here, the doors, come on now. Y'all. I'm talking about you guys could walk into my house and check my house. Yeah, come on. I'm just saying, I'm pretty smarter than that. You think I'm going to get somebody's card and go straight to McDonald's and swipe it? Come on now, really? And then I'm going to walk in my house with the McDonald's. Hey, I'm back. I just used your card. I got McDonald's. Come on now. Do I got stupid, dumb, and retarded written all over me? Come on, now I'm not about to do that. I'm so frustrated, and I hate that y'all gotta see me like this. But I just was like, you know what? Let me go live, because I always tell you guys, On my channel, I'm going to keep it real raw and uncut. I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing. I'm like, y'all, I don't start nothing. I mind to myself. I take care of my family, there for my brothers. I don't do nothing. I stay away. But when a grown man gets in my face and tries to bang on me, come on now, you should have never did that because we are two women. Now I feel threatened for my life. Period. Well, what was going on had nothing to do with you, sir. Oh, you heard what I said? I said, and I better get an apology because guess what? We don't operate like that. I don't steal. My grandma raised me right. You never, what you put into this universe will always come back to you. So whatever you do, karma's coming to you, either bad or good. And I don't want no bad karma whatsoever. Whew. Y'all, I'm sorry, but y'all just, you know what I mean? I see a lot of YouTubers, you know, I'm not about to say no names, but they say they about it. But when I say I'm about it, y'all gonna be like, yeah, we seen Key. We seen her, you know, she's not the scary type. You know, I'm not scary, but I'm a good person. I'm a big teddy bear. But if you're going to disrespect me in front of my own home, that's what I'm not finna do. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. Yeah, and she said she came at us crazy because she seen the McDonald's. But if you're a thief, right? Come on, you got to be on drugs. Oh, you know, I come from my mom on drugs. You know, drug addicts do that type of stuff. You know what I mean? Drug addicts, you know, will steal somebody's stuff and then go use it and come back to where, you know what I mean? Because they're on drugs and they're not thinking right. I'm sober. You know what I mean? I'm far from that. So I wouldn't even came back home tonight. Come on. I'm way smarter than that. I feel disrespected because there's never been any issues or problems with the neighbor and we got to live next door to each other. So I just feel like she should approach me in a way different way because now it's ugly. You know what I mean? Now it's bad blood. Now it's not okay. You know, because you came at me so aggressive. I thought we was, you know what I mean? I didn't get raised, right? Like, I live in Fresno. I didn't get raised on the west side, right? I got raised more with the Caucasian people. My grandma is white. You guys know she raised me. But let me tell you, my nephews, my brother, y'all know my brother just got out of prison. So it's like, you know, you can't just approach anybody like that because you don't know how far it can escalate. You see what I'm saying? The right phone call, you know what I mean? You just got to be careful. And that's why I told her, I'm a grown woman. So if that happened to me, I would have never approached somebody that aggressive. And my wife wouldn't even let me because I can be aggressive. But I wouldn't have started it like that because you don't know for sure. You know what I mean? And you make yourself look like an ass. And I'm always 10 steps ahead because I just been through things and seen a lot, so I know how to conduct myself. And if you overreact like that, people could really get hurt. You know what I mean? You don't know. My brother got a teardrop right here. You know what I mean? You don't know this man. You don't know what could happen in a split second because you did that. And that's why you don't approach people like that. And I know better, you know? Yeah, COVID's making people lose their mind. I totally agree. And that just could have went. And I just feel disrespected because my kids were right here, you know? My kids were right here. And my kids had to see that. But I'm going to just say this. Above, your neighbor accused you of stealing a wallet. Yes, a wallet that was outside on the ground. And the people, whoever stole the wallet, they went to McDonald's. And they started buying stuff. Well, we just so happenly, coincidence, perfect timing, just went to McDonald's and spent cash and went to the liquor store. When we came back, it was just like everything fit. We came back with like a store from the liquor store and McDonald's bags. So we basically fit the description, right? But they approach us like, you know, like, you know, like we about to just start fighting, you know, like it's about to get grimy. And, you know, people think sometimes because I'm light skinned, I'm scary. Never, you know, my daddy's dark. So don't ever assume because I'm prettier than you or I have better hair than you or whatever you might think, don't ever assume that I won't pop the fuck off because I will. Because you can't disrespect me in front of my own door where I pay rent at. Don't ever do that. And I think sometimes people like look at me and think that, but I'm far from scary, you know? But that's why I went outside and I said, somebody's gonna give me an apology. And that could have been handled so much in a way different manner. But some people, you know, my grandma raised me right. I'm never gonna attack the people I gotta live next door to. That's what I'm not finna do. And then, doesn't matter, I'ma say this, it don't matter about nothing. What matters the most is the grown man across the way got in females' faces. My brother was at the door. He literally, him and his wife got in our face. So this had nothing to do with them. They're the neighbors. They just heard what we were saying and talking about all that gang shit. Well, guess what? If anybody pulls up, I got my family at the light. I mean, they're not gonna pull up. Come on, they're not that stupid. But they're at the light. So don't start nothing. My family's from the hood. They're not gonna pull up at the door. No, I'ma sneak up. So I'm just saying, when a grown man you see, my wife is smaller than me and tall and shorter than me. When he got in the face and I got in his face, my wife came in front of me because she don't play about me. It's not a game behind me. She got in front of me. And then his big old, I'm telling, these people are like 6'3", 6'1", 300, 200 something pounds. These is Amazon people. They big, real big. I'm already big, but these people is huge. And they stepping and being Misha. Come on now. And this is the neighbors. I'm like, right there, I don't care where you're from, sir. You're an old man. I'm gonna need you to sit down and be a grandfather to your grandkids, okay? I'm gonna need you to sit down. Okay, I'm done being mad. Yeah, she needs to figure it out. Over a wallet, yes, over a wallet. And it was about to be a rumble. Yeah. We don't steal. No, my grandma, never. I don't steal. I'm sorry. That's a no-no. Karma is a real thing. And if I lost my wallet, I would hope my neighbor would knock on my door and say, did you lose a wallet? Because that's what I'm going to do, straight up. I'm never going to take somebody's stuff. We're in a pandemic. We're in a COVID. People are struggling out here. And like I told her, I said, everybody in this house, yeah, there was linebackers, sissy. Straight up, sissy, there was linebackers. Everybody in this house has jobs. We have jobs in here. We don't need to steal from nobody. And then then the big light-skinned girl gonna tell my wife, we know it's not you. And girl, will not, you know what they say, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. But see, I'm not gonna disrespect my elders, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna disrespect my elders, you know what I mean? But grandma and grandpa gotta sit down, you feel me? I had to open the door because I ain't scary. I had to let them know. But grandma and grandpa, because they raising their grandkids, my grandma taught me better. You don't hurt no old people, you know what I mean? But they brought the old me out, y'all. They brought the old Key out. Y'all probably like, oh my gosh, Key, this is not you. Nah, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it on my channel. And I was like, you know what? I got so upset and I was like, I need to have proof anyways when I go to my management company, because I definitely was attacked. I mean, bombarded. I'm hysterical, like, as you guys can see. Yeah, like, but my kids, you know, my favorite Key. Love you, Andrea. You know, just because I come from that, I'm far from that. I'm a mom, you know, I'm on a whole different, I'm older now, you know. But if that was me 6, 7, 8 years ago, I'm going to tell y'all right now, I would have went to jail. I would have went to jail because you did that in front of my kids. And see, I'm not raising my kids to be disrespectful, to be hood rats, to be ghetto, to be gang member. I'm not raising my kids. I'm raising them to be an amazing Black children, period. Kings and queens. That is what I'm raising. And I don't expose my kids to stuff like that. And that right there, that's unacceptable. I don't care how you raise your kids and what you expose your kids to, but my kids will not be raised to see their mom popping off with the neighbor, because that's what we don't do. That's not, my kids aren't gonna grow up and be like, my mom was always fighting with, no. But my kids seeing that tonight, and I'm gonna talk to them, and I'm gonna apologize to them, and I'm gonna let them know what happened. I'm gonna let them know how the neighbors handled that wrong and what you don't do. Because that's the type of, I'm gonna take this situation as a teaching moment for them, because unfortunately, my kids had to experience it, you know? And that wasn't by my choice. And that's why you guys heard me tell her, I said, the way you handled this was wrong, period. You know what I mean? And that's it. But what I'm really upset about, I'm like I just said, the man, what that man did. And guess what? It can, so now, see, this is what I mean. And if I was on Facebook, I wouldn't say this, but I'm on YouTube right now. You have to be careful. See, my grandma always taught me to never approach a situation aggressive because you never know who their family are. Oh yeah, I am gonna call them. I have to. You know what I mean? I'm gonna call them when I get off of here because I need a report. You know what I mean? And I don't work with the police because, like I said, I did come from the hood, the ghetto. Even though my grandma was white, you know, our family was from that. And so I know that that breaks the code. But what you did right now, especially when, you know, there's no bad blood. We don't know each other like that. If you guys remember, her family was in a vlog. If you go back to my vlogs, when I first moved here, I asked her when she did the little s'mores outside, you know, so, but what I don't like though, is what the man did. So because of that, and because my brother's here, and, you know, my brother is an ex-gang member from the other side that he said, I have to protect, you know what I mean? I got to play big sis bear. I got to play mama bear. You know, I have to do that because now I can't come home and be threatened for my life. But back to what I was saying, my grandma always told me never approach a situation aggressive because you never know who their family is. You never know. Now, they're outside yelling. So I'm going to keep you guys on because I'm going to have my proof. But sorry, Misha's trying to get the kids in the bed because like we said, our kids have a bedtime. We have structure and schedule. And our house and our family, you know, our kids are going to bed because they're not up all night just because there's not school. I'm on live. Y'all excuse her. We all family. So when he said, oh, it's the VL, that's another gang in my city, right? Now, you have to be careful. You have to be 3-day notice. Oh, yeah, they're going to be evicted. You have to be careful when you say that because you don't know who my baby daddy's family is. And that's where you want to be careful. So when you said the VL, I was just raised to be careful. Never say too much. Now, what I say, I can back it up. Like I said, my family's at the light. Right down here. They're waiting, okay? So if I say, okay, pull up now, they're coming, okay? So that's the difference. So you can't just say, oh, I'm this and that, because then I can make a phone call and I'll have your big homies pull up right now and tell you that my family's off limits. So now when I get off, you know what I mean? It's just because I look the way I look, this right here, you can never go by somebody's look and who they're connected to, who they know, or who their family is. So you always want to stay quiet and you want to wait. Period. Because and when you're really from the hood, when you're really, then you know there's a code and you know there's a way we handle things. And that right there. Now, I'm going to just tell you this. If that was me and I would approach somebody, the old key, let's talk about the old key. It would have been that. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have did this. So, y'all, Vlogmas. This is Vlogmas. This is December. We're minding our business. Come home and you know, you're just walking out your car, going inside your house, la la la, and you're like, hold up, wait. We don't got no wallet. We don't, hands up, don't shoot. We don't got a wallet. Yeah, I could have, but see, the white side of me, right? I was raised by a white woman. So, you know, I'm just saying different races teach you different things from different backgrounds. I love all people. I am all people. I'm mixed with black, Mexican, white, Cuban, you know, I'm everything. So it don't matter. But what you never want to do, ever. My uncle's a sheriff. But all my white side was in the Navy and the Army. You never strike first, ever. Because that's immediately grounds to evict me. You always let them hit first. I don't care if you look like a punk or a sucker, because you have to protect your livelihood. You have to protect your place of residence. And because I'm a mom and my kids were watching, I don't want my kids seeing me knock people out. Now, if she would have hit me first, then I would have got to knocking everybody out. Because then that would me be defending myself. And in the law, you're allowed to defend yourself. It's called self-defense. So because I was raised that way, you know, I had to respond accordingly. And that's what I did. You know, because I'm not dumb. You know what I mean? I'm a pretty smart person. So I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I don't want to be the cop caller because I'm already light skinned. But I have to be because the neighbor guy got in my face. And because he did that and he banged on me as if I was a man, then my brother did get on his face. You know, my brother did. But he said what he said to my brother, and he said, you from, you know, where he's from. I can't say that because, you know, code. But he said that. And see, the thing about my brother is on high risk parole. So if I would have looked at my brother and I would have said, he would have knocked him out. But I didn't do that because guess what? I'm going to protect my brother. So guess what? As soon as he went to hit my brother first, I would have told my brother to bite him like a bulldog. And then guess what? We all would have been witnesses that he hit him first. It's just ways to go about things. You know what I mean? And that's what I did. And I got on video to protect myself because guess what? It's always, if you have no proof, it's you against everybody else. It's, you know, it's word of mouth. And in the eyes of the law, word of mouth don't mean nothing. Just like if there's a domestic violence dispute and you guys were both the aggressors, then the police will most likely detain both of you. You know what I mean? So you have to, that's why we say I'm 10 steps ahead. You know, I gotta be. That's why I was like, hold up. You know, I didn't cut it on. I should have cut it on right when it happened. But you know, in the moment, I was like, wait, hold up. But I had to get on you guys. Y'all pray for us because, you know, when stuff like this happens, that's why I was telling my wife, we don't live in the hood per se, or the ghetto. You know, as you guys can see, our apartment's pretty nice. It's not, you know, tore up or, oh, this fully remodeled, excuse me. But it's still ghetto. You know what I mean? It's still ghetto. And I was telling my wife the other day, I was like, you know what? We got to get a house. My brother's here now. You know, we need more room. We were trying to wait until we bought a house instead of renting a house. And that's what I said in my video. But, you know, I think when a grown man gets in a woman's face, you always got to question that. You know what I mean? Because me personally, I've been through some stuff, you know, and when a grown man can get in your face, it lets you know. You know, he didn't stand down either. He got in my wife's face as well. So, you know, that lets you know that this man is capable of anything. You get what I'm saying? Because that means he has no respect for a woman, a black woman. A black woman birthed you, boy. And I'm going to need you to sit down. And that lets you know. You know what I mean? When a black, you know, I'm like, hold up. You must not like your mama because you in my face. And my wife's family. My wife is a dark skin, beautiful. You know what they say, darker than berries, sweeter than jazz. So, you know, I don't even want to get off because I hear him rumbling and rattling, you know. And I hate, you know, my brother, I can't involve my brother. He just got out of the pen. He just got out. You know, pray for us. Please pray for us because we don't bother nobody. You guys know Misha works 13-hour shifts, 6 days a week. I'm at my grandma's house. My brother's usually here by himself because I take care of my grandma. That is my job. I'm her care provider. She's fully disabled. So we're in here either doing homeschool or nobody's here. We don't talk to these neighbors. I can't tell you my neighbor's first name. And I'm just being honest. We don't steal. We have jobs. You know, and I guess people with jobs still steal, okay, but we don't, you know. And there's usually a black code. You don't steal from each other, straight up, you know, like we don't do that. Thank you guys. Yeah, I don't, after this, I'm just like, for a man to get me in my wife's face, unfortunately, I'm going to have to call the police because that, especially, I wasn't speaking to him. Never did I ever once address him or his wife or look their way, and they decided to get involved in something. Well, guess what? Now I feel very threatened. And now at this point, I'm scared for my life. Because when a man does that and the way he looked in his eyes, I come from a place where I know men like that look like that and that are not afraid to slap a woman. And men like that can't be trusted. And I don't want to live around a man like that at all. Like, never. Because I would have never stepped to a grown man. But if a grown man steps to me and mine, I'm stepping to them. Because I'm going to protect mine. You know? So, y'all. And when she apologized, oh, y'all, best believe I will be back live. I will be back live for that. Because guess what? We didn't do it. Because we don't steal. And like I went out the door because I'm a real one and said, I'm going to need an apology. And that's on period. Y'all pray for us. Y'all light some sage. You know what I mean? Y'all, please. Matter of fact, let me get my sage out. I got my sage right. Because I don't like those kind of spirits, and that's demonic. You know what I mean? That means you don't got no inner peace. I'm going to need you to find your inner peace. You know what I mean? I got my sage right here. I'm about to turn it on and sage everything because I don't like them. I don't like that energy. I don't like that vibe. You know, on my channel, you guys know me. I'm positive vibes over here. Yeah, I don't do nothing. We don't even talk to the neighbors. We barely see them. We barely see them, you guys. Like, look at my sister, you guys. Oh, Sissy, let me make you a mod. You guys, this is my sister in the chat. Her name is Cassandra. This is my big sister. Okay, Sissy, I just made you a mod. So I will tell you the story on my sister. No weapon formed against me shall prosper because I'm a child of God. And guess what? And I'm a child of God who ain't going to let nobody punk them. And Jesus said, that's okay. Yes, that's my big sister. Eventually, when this COVID is gone and I get to go see her where she lives, we're going to do a whole story on my sister's whole story because it's lit. So, yeah, guys, I love y'all. Thank you guys for coming in the live. I know it's kind of late. I don't know what time it is. But my babies are already in bed. Ooh, I'm going to have to talk to them about this tomorrow. And, you know, I don't expose other people's children to anything because that's ghetto. You know what I mean? That's ratchet. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's, you know, just because you come from that doesn't mean that's who you have to be. You know what I mean? You can grow, you can elevate, you can change, you can become a better you. And that's, you know, that's what I had to do. I'm not a product of my environment. You know what I mean? I'm not, and I never will be. So, but I'm never going to get punked in front of my front door. You know what I mean? I can't let that go down. So, I love y'all. I know I just said that. I appreciate you guys. And if y'all see me go, you guys, like this video right now, but also put on your notifications. So when I go live, y'all already know. You already know what's happening, okay? So put your post notifications on so y'all don't miss this. And this gonna go ahead and just be, I hate to say this is you a real one. Thanks, sis. Man. It's all love, though. And you know what? I don't work with malice in my heart. That's one thing that Misha taught me, you know, being with Misha for the last 6 years is, you know, she didn't have a struggle growing up. She didn't have the struggle. Her mama raised her right in a good environment. And, you know, so she taught me not to have malice in your heart. And when that girl apologizes to me, it's going to be good because I don't operate like that. We all make mistakes. And when we make mistakes, it's just room to grow. You know what I mean? So I love y'all, guys. You know I do. I'm about to sage my house because the devil's a lie. All right, guys, put your post notifications on so you don't miss part 2.